Thank you for joining us. There's a festival coming up called the Bay Area Science Festival, and here to talk about that is Suzy Gurton, and she's the education manager, I guess, for the Astronomical Society of the Pacific. Did I get it all in, Suzy?
You got it. It's
just
a mouthful.
Crammed it right in there, right?
Yep.
Nice to see you. Okay, now I know there are a number of events that are going on for this festival, and you're concerned mostly with the library system, is that right?
Right. Well, the ASP is coordinating astronomy events, several astronomy events throughout the festival. And we helped coordinate, in particular, the ones with the libraries, because both San Francisco County and San Mateo County have chosen an astronomy book as their One Book, One Community initiative. So they're encouraging people all over the whole city and all over the whole county of San Mateo to read the same book and have discussions and events around that.
Okay, that's a very unique idea.
Yes, they've done it before, but they've never done it with a science book. Yeah. So this is exciting that they chose a science book.
You know, it strikes me as interesting in particular because you're going to have different people reading the same book with all different reactions.
Yes.
Different interpretations and different projections about the future.
Absolutely, and it's an interesting book that non-scientists are not as thrilled with, I think, as science enthusiasts are thrilled with. I started reading it and think it's absolutely hilarious. It's called Packing for Mars. And
little suitcases and the right hat, and the right suit.
Well, it's really an exploration of our own humanity as seen through the eye of space exploration, because we're uniquely evolved for this, adapted to this little planet, right? We belong here on Earth. This is our place of origin. This is where we thrive. But as we take those steps out into space, we realize just how fragile we are. We have to take all our water, our air, our food with us, even the pressure that keeps us alive. And there's so many quirky things that happen to people out in space that she really takes a fairly humorous look at
plus the fact
human
that
exploration.
The people who've been up there are coming back with eyesight being affected.
Eyesight, their bone density, all sorts of issues. So it's a very interesting analysis of what it means to be out in space. And the book isn't so much about all the technological advances as it is really the human experience. But Mary Roach is the author, and takes a pretty funny view of it.
So I'm totally clear about this. This book will be read by all these people around the Bay Area.
Correct.
Okay. And then the culmination of the reading of this one book will be, how will that happen?
So there's several things going on. There will be book clubs that are having their own discussions, but several of the libraries are hosting after school and evening events. Some of them are targeted at children and some of them are targeted at teens and adults. So Chris McKay will be a featured speaker for one of the libraries. He's a NASA scientist who's an expert on Mars. But then there's a lot of other volunteers who'll be doing after-school science programs. And Juanita Ryan is a retired teacher down in San Jose, and she's partnered with us because she's been a Project Astro partner for quite a while. And the ASP started this program called Project Astro, where we partner astronomers with teachers and empower them to do more hands-on science in the classroom. So we've developed a whole workshop that will be given at RAFT, which is the resource area for teachers down in Redwood City, and it will highlight all sorts of Mars hands-on activities and space travel.
Okay.
So that's what we're coordinating for all of the libraries.
And November 5th, is this a date that we should remember?
Yes. That is really I think it's the jewel that astronomy has to offer the Bay Area Science Festival. There's going to be observing events all over the Bay Area.
Okay, let's remind everybody, November 5th for the Bay Area Science Festival. Suzy, nice to have you here.
Yes, thank you.
We could talk about Mars forever, but
yes.
Suzy Gurton's been our guest, and she's with the Astronomical Society of the Pacific, Education Manager. Thank you very much for joining us, and we're going to keep looking till we find it, right?
Yes.